I am no education. My children is very children coming daily. Please come to school.
If you wash the hand.
Shall I leave?
What do you eat in England? 6 more units like this.
Right.
6 more.
Pencils.
Honoured to be here. We are learning from you, your experience. We have a school in England and we are looking after children in summer camps. We have maybe 4,000 children. And we have the same concerns as you to manage the child rights, to protect the children, to talk to the children all the time to make sure they're happy. Some children are placed with families, some in boarding establishments in England.
And because I have also an handicapped son who is placed in an establishment in England, is mentally handicapped, so I know the problem the organization is in, face, with psychologists and counselors, and the protection he needs at all time. As a parent, I know all the problem also of the worry I have for my son being handicapped. So I appreciate your work and I congratulate you.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
That's it. So we get a lot of women being battered by the husbands, and also sometimes the in-laws, they ill-treat them. And then it's more for dowry, what they have not brought, or they want more and more dowry, or sometimes they start accusing these women about having an illegal relationship with the next door neighbor or somebody and all that. And after having 1 or 2 children, they go for another woman, and then this lady is left to look after her children and things like that. Now my case she was 19 when she got married, and now she is.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Barbara, for talking with me today. We, as a language school, are thinking of initiating a new project in Andhra Pradesh in India. And the name of the project is Navajivan, and we would love to hear from you because we understand that you have been here several years helping as a volunteer. Could you just briefly describe your connection with the project in Vijayawada?
Sure. I came here last summer as a volunteer for 1 year. I'm from Germany, so I was sent by a German organization which is associated with the Salesians. And I've worked now for almost 6 months in CHIGURU. The biggest experience I've made in my life, because every day you learn something new and you meet new people and you hear about new things, you discover new things. But you should also consider it's a great challenge. It's a great challenge to teach these children, because they basically don't know any rules. They just often come from the street. But the reward you get is when the children really pick up something. And if the teachers have some games or like more playful methods, the children will definitely respond to it, and this is really a huge reward then for yourself.
Would you say they're quick learners once they are in a structure? Because the children in this camp, I think, will be the young teenagers, like 11-year-olds upwards, say 11 to 14 or 15-year-olds. They've had some schooling, and are they quick learners? Are they eager learners? What do you, compared to European children, how do you think the class reaction will be to this learning experience?
I think they are quick learners. If you once get them started, and you have to see they are not used as we are for going for holidays and stuff during our free time. So we would, as European students, we would probably complain if someone was teaching us English during our vacation.
Right.
But for them it's something so special if they're taking to another place, or if they have someone different to talk to them, to teach them. So I think they will really grab hold on this opportunity and try to learn something.
Why do you think they believe English is important for them?
First of all, because in India there are so many languages, so if you don't speak English, sometimes you can't understand other Indian people. And then also, I think it's basically the same everywhere. Like even in Germany, they say you have to speak English to get into a good career, into a good job. So here it's even more important because a lot of them are first-generation learners. So if they get into a good job, maybe they can also give their children some good education, and you can't go really far here without English. It's just not working.
So could you say something briefly about the idea of this project of rescuing orphans and people who have been let down by parents as a moral idea, as a structure? Do you respect the people working here? What do you think of the idea of working for this particular organisation?
It's definitely worth the trip because they're doing a great job here. They have taken on so many children from the street, and it's just a never-ending job. Like if you go out here, you still see so many children and people living on the street, and it's just very hard to see it. So I think if you can just contribute a little bit to this really big organization, because they have really a lot of projects, you should really come, because it's